Hello, greetings, wonderful viewers, wherever you are. This is Atlantic TV, the home of TV revolution. As always, we're located in the little smiling coast of West Africa, the Gambia, and lucky enough, our studios right here at the West Coast region side of Gambia, Farato. I'm back again. This time again, we call it Sport 360 Light Special. Special indicates that we coming to you immediately after the program or live after the program. So we have Sport 360 Special and Sport 360 Light. Once again, Sport 360 Light is played every Sundays and Tuesday, while Sport 360 Light Special comes itself live or broadcast just after the recording. So I'm back again today, Sport 360 Light Special. And this time, my guest is no other than, of course, my own little boy, of course, another TV presenter all day in Paradise TV, also part of the Gambia Senior Secondary School Sports Media team, which I am also part of. Ladies and gentlemen, viewers, welcome Sheriffo Ceesay live in the studio. Sheriffo, welcome. They call him Balabu.
Thank you so much, Big Sam. It's a pleasure of joining you on this special program. I think this is my first time. I think,
sure.
I mean, I've been a keen follower of this program, and then been yearning to be on the spot or on set one day. And then I want to thank you very much for the invitation, and then I hope we're going to have here an interesting moment in this hour also.
Yeah, obviously, no doubt about it. Two TV presenters. Of course, we have a whole lot of us. Meanwhile, Sheriffo Art is a tradition before we begin the program. You have fans, you have family, you have work. You can say hi, especially the A team. That is the senior secondary school team, media team.
Yeah, thank you so much. I want to say thank you to all the viewers out there, and then not forgetting the the organization that brought me here, which is Gambia Secondary School Sports Association. I'm serving them as a media officer, one of the media officer, because we are five in number. Big Sam also is a part of as our leaders, and then not forgetting all the journalists who are also doing their utmost best to make sure that they promote the environment they are in this, ranging from grassroots sports in the Gambia to any other level we are, because currently I know there are many narrators going on, and then journalists are everywhere writing, covering and reporting from those ones, and then not forgetting our parent body, the SJAG, the Gambia Sport Journalists Association, not forgetting the president and any other person in the association, which is definitely doing well to make sure that all the members have benefited in one way or the other, ranging from capacity building, any other thing. And then any other person following Atlantic TV, we want to say thank you very much, and then you warm welcome, and I hope you're going to learn something new, what had happened or what had transpired at LRR from on the 12th to on the 24th. It was like a 10 days program, and it was just hectic anyway.
Definitely.
I'm still fatigued.
Quite hectic. Well, I have to fan back for a little while. I mean, when you mention SJAG, it brings my mind to talk to audience that after being office for 1 year, the newly elected sport journalist, which I am the first vice president, we're having our AGM this Saturday coming on the 27th at 10 a.m. in the morning at Nana Conference Hall. So everybody is invited. It will capture the year, what we've done, the achievement that we do during our 1 year tenure will also be highlighted, and any other thing and the programs coming up. So make it a day this Saturday on the 27th of this month, that is September, at 10 a.m. at Nana Conference Hall, Canifing. Is the Sports Journalists Association AGM. You are all cordially invited. And before we go, just to remind you that today's program is featuring the school sports, that is senior secondary school and upper basic, just concluded football tournament that in Nijara Soma. We are the media officers of the secondary school sports. Babukar Nani C, commonly called Nani Love, is our head. Then you have myself, Bakary Manneh, Big Sam. You have Sheriffo here, Sheriffo Ceesay. You have Lamin Jara, aka Steve, and Ibrahim Abba, commonly called Iba. We are the the media officer of that. And of course, like I said, Sheriffo, before we get into that program, I would first like to give you to tell us a little bit about the Basse experience. Basse was one of the best ever in sports, of course, in secondary school sport.
Exactly.
Just a glimpse of the Basse before we come to the program proper. the highlights, one or two things that you picked up from Basse.
Yeah, thank you so much, Big Sam. As you know, few months back we were at Basse to hold the national championship on athletics because there are many programs on when it comes to sport. But that was basically on athletics, and then it started with the zones because now we have zones where we host like heats. Ranging from Basse zone, then you have Bansan zone, then you come to Kaur, then you have Farafenye, then you have Sibanor, then you have Botsop zone, and then of course KMB happen at Abuko. After all those zones, and then each zone have chosen their qualified athletes from all the events, and then they end up meeting at Basse. Basse was chosen this year because the reason coming on to the stadium in the Combosia is because it was only available turf we have. But for the past years, it wasn't available. So Basse was giving a test of what had been happening in Combo here, so that the children also who are not fortunate to run in those areas, in those conditions, will now experience what Basse had gone through and all the other regions that are hinterland. And then it was just amazing because once we choose Basse, the organizers choose Basse. People are like, why Basse? Because it's far here and there. Even some athletes we are complaining. But at the end, we've seen that they've already enjoyed the environment.
Yeah.
So we went there as the communication officers or the media officers, if you like, a team of 5. And we are headed, let me say, we are preceded by our so-called Alcalo, who reached before us. You know, he went to label the ground. But at least, you know, the 5 days period has been a good experience because, you know, we were able to inform the public what had really happened at Basse as it's going on, like simultaneously. It has been, as it happened, we just drop. As it happened, we just drop. I mean, the media team work was just fantastic, and everybody was well informed. Everybody knows what's happening there, and you can even tell who will even win because last year the winner was based on the medals you win. So you can even tell before that because you know who is having a gold medal, who's having a silver medal from day 4 coming to day 5, so you can know. So it wasn't a bad experience, and we enjoyed the weather, and then the fans were out. You know, people came in number to support. We have to thank the home fans because St. George's, they did well. Their fans were just massive, like from first day to last day, they have done just wonders. Coming down to any other schools.
In fact, I think they won the best fan award.
Yeah, they won obviously, and then no doubt about it because they are the only available, and then most, I mean, interesting fan because every day, like, they come in different colors. You cannot even tell tomorrow what are they going to bring. So they come in different uniforms. You know, the attire is just massive, and then even their school, they did well because I could remember Isa Kamara being one of the most standout athletes from their school. She did well, and then lately I was informed that she's not part of them anymore. But then that's development.
Yeah,
you need
that's
to take a step ahead of it. But then St. George's, we have to thank you very much for that wonderful experience you share with us at Basse. And then I was advocating if the stadium can be ready this year by the grace of God, we have to go back.
We have to go back to Basse.
We have to go back to Basse.
I second you on that.
Exactly. We have to go, I mean, we have to give them the end, like the
My cameraman missed it because I was to take Edward. I said, let me first go, then you come. But along the way, things turn out. But I think next time we have to go with my cameraman.
Yeah, no, you have to plan to go to Basse.
To go to Basse.
If you don't plan, you will fail. You will fail, exactly.
Well, and you will never forgive me for that. But don't worry, my favorite cameraman, I salute you. Forgive me for that, but we'll have more time. Yeah. Basse was an experience. In fact, it's in the landmark of Gambia Senior Secondary School. It was one of the best. Well, the planning to the finishing and the great media work by the media. In fact, that was the first time. It was only Bakary Manneh, but then he picked up 4 of us to make a team, and the team definitely don't disappoint. So thanks to all the members, like I said, Bakary Manneh, Lamin Jara, aka Dink, Ibrahim Abba, aka Iba, Sheriffo, and myself. Thanks for a wonderful job. Moving on, we are here today. The Gambia Senior Secondary, or let's call Gambia Secondary Football Association, GSFA, organized a 10-day long football tournament for both upper basic and senior secondary school. Well, as for you, Sheriffo, you were there the whole 10 days. I came in the senior because we divided, remember, before we go, you and Iba will cover the upper basic while me and Jara plus Nani will come to cover the senior. But fortunately for you, you've been there, or if you like, unfortunately, or fortunately, whatever you call it, you were there for the whole 10 days. Yeah. Give us a little bit synopsis. First, on the 12th February, I beg your pardon, 12th on Friday of September. A big starts with the upper basic school. You were there.
Exactly. I was there for nearly 10 days. I think I missed only 1 or 2 days anyway.
Oh, okay.
But in upper basic category, I was present on the ground from the group stage to the quarterfinals, to semi, then to the finals. And this was one of the most interesting part because we're talking about those with the raw talent in football, especially when it comes to girls, because you can tell big school, not much interest, but the interest is there. And you can see the way they play. So for the school that are already doing football, using those on football already, you cannot focus on them too much because already for them the idea is there.
Yeah.
But you have other schools which are already coming and then they are trying to build more these small girls or small boys from the grassroots, real grassroots. And then so you can tell the connection and then the experience they will show on the ball, how to touch the ball also. And this can tell that if we take care of these people in years to come, we can have more senior national players in years to come, ranging from under 17 to under 19, 20, 21, and then it goes on to the senior school. So all these schools came, they gathered at, most of them stayed at Tahir, some at the summer primary school,
Okay.
and competition start on 12, like you said, that was on Thursday.
That is the upper basics.
Upper basic, yes.
Okay.
And then so like it's a fitness tournament, so you have to play from the morning to the evening. So, but minimum a school can play only twice a day.
Twice a day.
But mostly the first day you play only one day. Okay. So you play twice a day. That's going to be your third, mostly your second and your third game, mostly. So sometimes that won't come in on second. So sometimes first day is just like a warm up for you.
Okay.
You play and then you go and then relax for both boys and girls. So we are using two venues. That is the park itself, the summer mini stadium, and then the primary school.
That is next to the stadium.
Yeah, and then they have another stadium 3 because there's another small field inside the park,
okay,
which we use for upper base. So upper base, but senior school, I'm not sure they use
okay,
it.
no, they didn't use it.
Yes, because if we don't do that one, you're going to exit it 5 days.
Okay.
And do too much for some schools to stay longer because you have to consider the financial part of it.
Yeah.
And also schools are also coming to open. So we have to consider factor all those things out. But then, I mean, the organizing committee, I have to thank them very much. The commissioners, Jaju, I mean, the other guys, Janko, and then the regional coordinators, and then the host himself, you know, those who already host people there. I think they did very well. So these people, they don't sleep at night, Big Sam. They have to be awake at night to arrange all those, you know, games being played. What is the next game? Where are they playing? What time are they playing? Exactly. You know, what about the appeal issue, which have been coming thick and fast?
Exactly.
You know, the appeal issue, and then, you know, other small issue because it's competition. You don't expect everything to be in a silver plate for you. So you have to have those hatches here and then there. But I think at the end of the day, they were able to contain everything, and then everything was smooth as we as not 100% in a way, but at least we played the final, and then we have to also thank the sponsors who come in also. I mean, chip in and support the secondary school sport, who gives the QCell. QCell. For upper basic, they came late. Okay. They came on the final day, but then they were able to present a four set of jersey to girls final. That's two girls team, and then the boys final, and then they all have set of jerseys, and they also give a trophy, and they are going to award the cash prize, which they already give out, which is if my memory can serve me, accumulate to 250,000 for this championship. Okay. Yes, for this championship. So all the schools are going to benefit who are participated. They are going to benefit from it. Yeah, that's a start.
That's a start. Well, awesome. Thank you so much, QCell, for being there, absorbing the secondary school sports, especially football. A very hectic day. You have to play in the morning. You have to play in the evenings. You know, sometimes very late. So I think it was. It was the silverware. At the end of the day, the two teams that went to the final in the girls and the boys and the champions. For the upper basic.
Upper basic, the Latikunda, Germany. This has been a school that has been fantastic from the starting. I can say it's a well-deserved final for them and a trophy for them.
That is the
girls.
The girls.
That's for the girls. Germany has been so much sensational. They've been trying all their. I think they've won even all their games. Wow. They drew one, if I could remember, and then because girls category sometimes is not that much very competitive. It's only competitive when you reach at the quarterfinal to the semi-final. That's why you see competition. But for the boys on, you cannot tell because even from the starting, you can see small teams, schools beating big teams. Wow. You know, girls were not that much too much like girls on because girls on, I mean, girls they rain. Girls rain more. But for boys, it's fine. And Sukura stand out as the best because they face Jiboro. Jiboro has been one of the best school in that area. In fact, the only school that disturbed Jiboro a bit was, I think, Kombo Kerawan, something like that. If my memory is that, because they are all from the same area.
Okay.
And Jiboro, it's been so stand out. And then, in fact, you can tell from the final day, Sukuta were just lucky.
That is the girls, right?
No, the boys.
The boys. So the girls who
No, for girls, it's Latikunda Germany.
Latikunda Germany. Okay.
They dominate.
And they went to final with.
Germany. Okay, let me check my record.
Wow, check the record.
I have many schools.
You have many schools there.
Many schools in also.
Okay.
But Germany, they did well because those girls, I'm seeing very experienced girls playing at school. You can tell some of them. I don't ask anyone, but I assume some of them might play in division.
In the divisional, third division, etc.
And yes, and that's good for them because at junior school, if you have started playing third division or so, by the time you reach a senior school, you're able to be a good footballer. And a very now one, possibly you might end up playing the senior national team if you continue the trend you are playing. But you can tell. I have one girl there called, I think Michelle is a defender, very experienced player. You can tell the way she communicate to the players, the way she coordinate. I mean, the defense line also. You can. This girl, the experience is there. So if you ask that's why I say for them they dominate.
Okay.
If you add that school, yes. If you add that school to play with a school, that's bring you some girls who are fresh in the field. You are just telling them, go and spell them.
Yeah.
Just go and spell them. Go and spell them. Yes. For boys,
yeah.
Sukuta, I respect them a lot because, Trawale, the coach, and then his people, they did well. I mean, even final day, first half, though Jiboro dominate, Jiboro play, create chances, they'll give Sukuta the breathe in. But I think Sukuta, they have experience in terms of winning finals because this was not their first final they played, and they allowed Jiboro to play.
Okay.
Or the whole game when they came in the second half, and then they just capitalized on the chance, one or two chances they have, and Bamba has to complete because Bamba, the captain, is just an experience.
Oh, very good.
He's just an experienced player, and then the first goal was just from anywhere, and then just madly being shot in the. I mean, I just saw the net. Oh, yeah. But so first goal, it was a bit earlier. The more they centered, they scored. So Jiboro, I think that's why they give up. They could have just maintained their dominance and then go all out and play because you have 30 minutes to play this final. And if you play the first 30 minutes, it's 60 minutes rather. You play the first 30, you don't score, but you create chances and you won them. You test the goalkeeper. Now you know the fate of the goalkeeper. Now, when you come in the second half, the coach could have just started to study Sukuta because Sukuta, I think there's a system they are playing. They are not in a haste. They don't mind how you play.
Yeah.
Let the goal just be not be in there.
That was the backroom stuff.
Exactly.
To do that, yes.
So the chance Sukuta was not playing. The chance they have is what they capitalize on. And then though they played well because in the group stage to the same final, quarter to the same final, they did well. They came out all out and beat all their games. I think there's only one game they have issue. They scored those 1-2. I think this should be Bansang, if I could remember. Okay. Bansang also or Kaur, something like that. So they scored on 2. Those people came back and equalized everything. So Sukuta went and they that was quarter final. Okay. But same final they landed their mistake. They won 2-1, and in the final they did well. And the second half they scored 1. When Jiboro want to come out to capitalize on to look for more chances, Sukuta score again. Okay. So with 2 goals down, they were unable to contain them, and then Sukuta still they don't want to dominate. They just want to goal. And then that's what they do. That's what they do. That's the game plan. Yeah, every coach has
it works for them.
Yes.
And they won. So congratulations, Sukuta and Latrikunda German for that wonderful. So like I said, that was
and they are all in region 1.
They are all in region. So that was a region 1, another region 1 that so Sukuta won in the boys category for the upper basic, and Latrikunda German won for the girls category. So it's all region 1. So all the regions are not proud. Okay, immediately after that, the senior secondary school started with both male and female, that is girls and boys. I came late somewhere on Friday. In fact, we went along because Jara was there with you. You came and then you go back. Yes, a little bit on, let's talk about, because that was where the fanfare, the flavor and everything was. In fact, that was where we all enjoyed Jara summer. In fact, I remember one time you were saying, today we have to go. We have enough of Jara summer. But at the end of the game, I never hear you say that.
No, Sunday I could not spend the night in Jara. I was already tired. 10 days.
Excess. You said 10 days is maximum.
It was okay for me anyway.
All right, let's go to the senior secondary school.
Senior school, as usual, they came in and then we had defending champions on the ground. We have the host where like much people rely on them that they are going to go far, which is Tahir. Tahir on the ground, and then Scarnate came as a defending champions for the girls category.
Okay.
And then, the eventual winners, Charles Dow came as underdogs. And then Sugura came as contenders. And many schools which came, not forgetting Bansang, they did well. Bottrop, exactly. Because watching Bottrop first game, you can tell these people are going to hit the final because the experience is there, the talent is there, and the ambition is there. So both boys and girls, they are up to the par. Can tell that these people are going to make it to the finals. But sometimes it's football. Imagine even Real Madrid go out at the group stage, which is not common. Arsenal normally go out up to that place, and Gerard will say, Arsenal lose the game, guys. So that was it. And there are many contenders because senior school is more serious, and sometimes you cannot more competitive. You cannot tell who might be able to be the one eventual winner. Defending champions, the contenders, but you cannot tell. So we have to go to preliminary round, group stage rather. Then from group stage, then we go to quarter final, then to the final, and then eventually we are able to know the finals. And what surprised me a bit was Tahir going out at the stage they are.
I would have said
one, they are playing home. Two, and they have good players. I remember their number 3, Karamo Dao, if my memory can serve me, was one of their most standout players. This boy score ball left or right. Ask Sabi. Sabi will tell you who is Karamo because that was their first game, and they hit 5-1. And you can tell that to be honest, this year they mean business. We are in their land, so they can proudly say that our land, our trophy. So at that stage you can tell, but I mean they were able to make it to quarterfinals up to when they meet Farafenye, which I can see they are a bit close neighbors. They are not very far from each other. Farafenye is the one who already disappointed them because they went to play with them all out and it was zeros at stalemate, and then they go on kicks, and unfortunately for them, their first kick, Farafenye goalkeeper was able to grab the ball, not even punch, he grab it. Sometimes that one disconnect the team, right?
Exactly.
When the first kick, the one you all toss command and just throw the ball away. Unless you are lucky, your goalkeeper came out and then save one or two things from other team. But then if you don't mind, you may be able to, you are just going out. And that's what happened to them. Farfanya were able to score all their goals, and for them, that's the only goal they concede, and then scoring came, and then Farfanya scored, and then they were out. So, Botsop too, they did well, like I said, playing big teams, like Mindao. It's not something easy. Mindao was the first team they have, and they beat them 1 goal. But Scan 8 was the one who knocked them out. They went to play with Scan 8 at our semi-final. And then, I think the second half, which Scan 8 have to, they score just fantastic. I can remember when you see the goal, how Big Sam was jumping.
I was like, what is this?
It was well led.
It was well led, and the finish was just classical.
Fantastic.
Yeah, definitely.
And then I think that was the most disappointed moment for the coaching staff of Bottrop. Fakeba and the team. Hard luck to them. They could have won that game had it been they capitalized on their chances. But it's football. You don't take chances. Somebody takes chances, and then you are dead. That's what happened to them. And Bottrop was out. And still Scan 8, who already at that time they have their girls awaiting finalists. And the boys,
because Scan 8 girls were already in the final, after knocking out Bottrop from a penalty shootout. Yes, so they will stand for finals.
And boys also, come from there, they also hit the finals. But they had to meet the new contenders, the newcomers, Charles Joe, who I'm not saying they have never been as far as that, but at the final, I think that was the first time. And then, but watching them play, Charles Joe, you can tell they also have very good experienced players. Not forgetting that goalkeeper who saved 4 penalties.
I was on the 4 good penalties.
Yes,
no doubt about it. He won the man of the match.
Yes. I know the penalty was a bit dark. You can tell goalkeeper will not see the ball, but players are the one who are not seeing the ball. Goalkeeper is the one seeing the ball now because he was able to save 4. So the one kicking the ball is not seeing the ball, but the goalkeeper is seeing that the ball come from. So but that was just ridiculous, and it was funny one. So I will be like scoring, they just come and they lost it. And then you can tell what happened to Scan 8, what happened to Charles Jow, because this one will lose, this one will come and they lost again. But last guy from Charles Jow said, no, I think this one I have to take the bull by the horn.
After the goalkeeper being there for the hero.
Exactly.
And then he said, this time I have to take the chance.
Exactly. And then that's what exactly he does. And the winner goes to Charles Young Memorial Academy.
That was also it was all our West, let's say, Region 1 derby, the final. Scan 8 and Charles Chow.
Exactly.
Region 1 derby.
So this was also, exactly. So anyone who...
But the guys, it was Bottrop and Scan 8. And then Scan 8 happened to win from
that was a derby because these are two footballing schools. Now. Let me say sporting school. Because they are focusing on too much on sports. And then Scan 8, they even are playing third division. And Bottrop, most of their guys also are playing third division games.
Yeah.
So it was a bit of not a grassroots anymore. It was a battle, Titanic, if you like. These two teams, you cannot even tell who might be able to win. But the defending champions, the Scan 8 had to come out and then beat them again. And this time around, anyway, the striker for Bottrop has been kept so quiet in the field. I think from the same field, he was so quiet because Tanungu were able to contain Sarah, and then Sarah was like, no goal for her. But, she has been scoring goals from the first 2-3 games. I think she hit almost 12 goals.
12 goals,
That guy just score goal anyhow.
Like that would say he just score goals like it comes.
Jara will tell me that.
So the most telling part of it is all the trophies go to Region 1, which I cannot understand. Upper basic, you have Latikunda German girls, and in the Sukuta for boys. Senior secondary school, Scan 8, Region 1 girls, Charles Jau, Region 1 boys. So it's like everything goes to Region 1.
Yeah, it's football. For Region 1, somebody may say, but Sukuta is not Region 1. But according to Education Damakes.
No, Education Damakes. Even Scan 8. Scan is here in
Scan 8 is in Bruford.
But
in Education Damakes, they are all in Region 1 and Sukuta. So maybe Region 2 people, they say, no, they are part of what don't mind, it's just Damakes. But then, here, logically, they are not part of
They are Region
1. Take it. But Region 2, I know you are not complaining. But don't worry. Athletic went to you people. Mahad. Been for senior school, and then Masakoli Boja won the upper basic school. So you guys are good to go. And so when Ken Jame at Jame took me and then say, why did you want to take everything? I said, but you took athletics.
Obviously.
So you won that one. This one for next year. In fact, we don't want to see it around here. We want to see it in
this other side
in up country.
Before we finally come to the end of this, but we will not do justice for you to thank the organizers. From Ismaila to the secretary to the competition before we go on your final word.
Thank you very much. Ismaila, the president of the Secondary School Sports Association, which is the parent body, because this other body is Gambia Schools Football Association. So they are under the Secondary School Sports Association.
Exactly.
So Ismaila being a super C person, I mean, being there, I mean, the helm, we want to say thank you very much because he has just done wonderful. He could have just said, okay, let him just go organize there and they could do, but he has been with us for last day, going to the field here and then there. Sometimes you chip in when there's misunderstanding between some schools, because we know we are different schools. Sometimes it's not the teachers but the students, and then we have to be there as teachers. And then he'll come and then talk to you nicely and then make sure that you understand the law of the game and then the decision taken by the organizers. So we have to thank him very much.
The chairman of competition.
For him, he's
not talking. He will never talk. Abdul will not talk.
Abdul see how to talk because the chairman is not only announcement you do, but for him, he's always like it's everywhere. I want to find out what's happening here and there. Everybody have your own nature of things. How you run things. But for him, he dedicates some people to do the job. So Jamie, the secretary, will do more talking and other stuff. For him also, he have people who help him, Janko, and then Jaju, who will help him.
ML, etc.
ML, exactly. They have their own house. If you put your head in, you see only papers down. So these people, I think I have to thank them a lot. Even around 2 a.m., you knock the door, they will open. I people not on bed know we want to sort this out. So, and they have to wake up 7:30 there. They feel first game plays at 7:30. So from 7:30 to 7:30 in the evening, games are playing continuously, simultaneously from all the Stadium 1 and Stadium 2. So I know they are
thank them too much.
I think they are fatigued now. Not forgetting Jaffa, the host at LRR, and then any other person.
Sani, I think Sani is the regional head.
Yes. For LOC is Jaffa, who was helping them. And then any other person who contributed one way or the other, I want to say thank you very much. And we, the media officers, also.
Your media team, yeah.
Yes.
No, your boy Nani Love.
Nani is so serious. Jara is the most serious guy here.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Jara is the most serious. But then I have to thank the team. Iba, with all his stubbornness, he had been there from day one.
Yeah.
You know, as he said, he wanted to level the ground, and he did.
Yeah.
And we want to thank him very much. And then the coordinator was just fantastic. And then for me, I'll be the one to be posting everything.
Yeah.
Everything they send me, I post. I don't care where it come from. Just confirm my post. And Jara will feeding me, and then Iba will feeding me pictures, and then the mic too when we are announcing everything here, and it goes fine. And Nani also helped us with some of the good pictures we had just the last day, and the coordinating, because every team you must have a head, and I want to thank him very much for trusting in us, bringing us on board since the day one, and then from now on, and then from there, all the school that participated, thank you very much. Let's keep sporting, let's keep encouraging the kids to also venture into sports, because book cannot be everyone's way. Yes, I'm good in academy, but somebody's in school academically is not very good, but maybe an extracurricular, enjoy the passing. The passing will come up with something else. In football, in athletics, in basketball, in any other thing they are also doing. So on that note, big Sam, thank you very much for having me.
Thank you so much. I must shake your hand. You did a great job. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Like I said, we have seen the Jaspers, we have seen the Yusuf Aminte, not only the four corners of the classroom. So on that note, thank you so much for being there, and thank you so much, Sheriffo, for coming up.
Thank you,
and we thank our team, that is the media. Thank you so much, guys, at Nani Love, at Steve the Ink, at Iba, Sheriffo, and myself. Thank you so much. And of course, don't forget, the Sports Journalists Association of the Gambia will have an AGM coming Saturday on the 27th at Nana Conference Hall in Kanifing. You are definitely all invited out there. So we need everyone. After 1 year in office, we will tell you what we do, what we bring, and then the achievement we do. So everyone is invited on Saturday, that is 27 SJAG AGM at Nana Conference Hall at 10 a.m. in the morning. Sheriffo, once again, thank you very much. Of course, Tima Lawato, Tima Discus, thank you so much. Edward, my favorite cameraman, Aminata, and the one and only behind the scene, the one called Matar Kojob. On that note, keep on sporting.